Hello magical people, how are you doing today and welcome back to my channel. Today I don't really have like a set topic to really discuss, more so just like what's been going on in my life and I guess venting at the same time. Um, so there's a thing that's been kind of bothering me that I really feel like I keep beating myself up about. First of all, pause for a second. I just want to take a second to just like admire my makeup. I didn't have work today, and I was gonna go to Sally's Beauty Supply and get bleach to bleach half of my head, but I got a phone call from my sister and some other people, and ended up not going. Cause while I was on the phone with them, and even after I got the phone, I got so into like doing my makeup and just having fun doing that I kind of forgot all about Sally's. So we're just gonna go tomorrow. So there's that. I'm gonna enjoy that and like tapping into my bad beach energy. Cause I have not really been there. Although it's like a new feeling for me. Like I have days where I feel really good about myself. Other times where I'm just like, I'm here. I exist. Woo. But nonetheless, we're getting better. We're feeling happier every day. Taking things day by day, even with the insanity that is happening in the world. I just refuse to allow any of the negativity, the fucked up shit that's happening to put me in a bad place so that I cannot fulfill my purpose here on this earth. Not to say that I don't feel away, because I absolutely do, but I also want to make sure that I'm on point for myself as well. And that I can, if I'm on point for myself, I can be on point and be of service to the people around me. Which I guess leads me into the topic of discussion today. For most of you who know me, you know that I'm an introvert. When I'm around people that I know and I know that I'm comfortable with, I'm very outgoing, very extroverted. But for the most part, I'm just like in my room. And I know in the previous video I talked about getting my life together, which I feel like I'm doing that. My life, I feel like everything is like coming together in the most beautiful way. So like I am very grateful for that. But at the same time, there's still some things that I'm just like, okay, now that I've started working on it, now that I've like checked this off of my list of things to get done, now there's this other thing where I realize that, yes, I'm introverted. And sometimes I don't not sometimes, most of the time, I don't like going out. Although I think going out is fun depending on what we're doing. But like, I'm just not. I'm not that person. Like I can have fun by myself. Although sometimes I get bored. Sometimes because I'm like, damn, I'm really tired of sitting in this room. But, and that's a big booty. That's a big butt. I do have my moments where I just don't want to like be inside anymore. But then when I go out, I get a little anxious because there's just so many people around. And that gets frustrating because I'm like, I want to have a social life. I want that to be a thing. Like, I want to be able to go to a bar and not be afraid to talk to people. And like, I guess I'm still trying to figure out like why that is. Like, I want to have a dating life. Like, I don't have that. I remember I got so focused on just getting my own shit together, which I feel like I should be doing. But I also don't want to just focus on that. I want to have a full life. I want to live a full life, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that. I was about to say how to do that within my own personal comfort, but I don't think that's possible. So I guess I gotta figure out how to do that. I have a therapy session tomorrow, so I'm gonna talk to my therapist about it and see what she says. Like, fuck, man. Shit's been, I ain't gonna lie, like, with all the shit popping off in the world right now, and I know, like, the part of me is just very fucking angry. At the same time, like, this has been a very transformative year for me so far. Like, I got to I was placed on furlough from my job for like a month and a half, maybe a little longer. And at first I was like, why? Like, fuck this shit. Why am I being placed on furlough? Like, I just literally said, if I could just have like a month or two off, I need a break. I got the break and then was upset that I got the break, which didn't make any fucking sense. But then, like, once I was in it, I was like, I don't have to work every single day. This shit is great. I was getting up. Well, the first couple weeks it was very hard. I feel like all the stress that I had gone through from working all the time, like, and the lack of sleep that I didn't get was just, I got all that within the first couple weeks of me being placed on furlough. And then after that, it was like, now I have a chance to like process all the feelings and emotions that I never got to process because I was working all the time. And so fast forward to a couple months later, back at work, and a bitch is growing. You know, like, I'm really getting a chance to like take my time and pace myself. And there's a part of me that wants to just move so fast, but like, I don't know if that necessarily works for me. And I mean, when I say move fast, I mean as in like, I do music and I want to put out a project, but I'm doing a whole EP by myself. This shit has been hard. I'm not even gonna lie about that. There's a big part of me wants to document every step of the way, but I get so frustrated sometimes when I'm recording. Like, there was one point where I didn't even want to record it. I didn't want to make any music anymore because I wasn't in love with it. And I wanted to be. Like, I had invested so much time and energy, and the many times that I have thought about like just giving up, just the thought of giving up, I like thought about it and was just like, I couldn't know. As much as I was like, you know what, I'm just frustrated. Fuck that shit. I'm done. I couldn't do it. I wanted to, but I could not do it. And a couple days later, I have a song in my head. Lyrics pop up, the melody pops up, and it's just driving me insane. And I was just like I love making music. I love doing music, but at the same time, it gets frustrating whenever, you know, it's just me. There's a part of me that like wishes I had a team. Like, I know I'm not like the hugest artist right now, but I know I'm on my way. And one day I'm gonna be able to look back at these videos that I'm posting, look back at the stuff that I'm doing, and I'm proud of myself. Like, I'm gonna be even more proud of myself then. Like, I have my clothing line. Well, my clothing line, which is protectyourcrown.org, and my music, and I mean, I got some other stuff in the works too, but I'm still like learning as I go with everything and watching as many videos as I can, taking down all the information. I got plenty of books that I could read too, but also I have to like balance everything out, because sometimes just the amount of information that I'm taking in sometimes can be overwhelming for me. So I gotta take breaks. I got to take breaks. And my ADHD does not allow me sometimes to like have the greatest focus, so I get frustrated with that, because one of the issues that I've always had, well, like I said, the issue that I've had for the longest time has been just staying focused on one thing. Like, especially when it's something that's creative, and I just get so excited for it. I can start it, but have a hard time finishing those projects. It'll take me maybe like a day to start a song, but it'll take me like 2 months, maybe a little longer to finish it. And I'm not even saying necessarily to finish it, because I can start a song, get like 90% of it done, and then because I've hyper focused on it so much, to now like it almost disgusts me to go back and to work on this one song. So months later, I'll go back, listen to what I did, and it'll be like, damn, like I like bits and pieces of this, because musically my ear is different now. So what you sounded good to me at the time that I made it doesn't sound good now. So now I'm reworking the song. Now I'm learning how to mix. And first of all, mixing a song is like a fucking ocean. There's no like one right way to do it, because it's literally what your preference is, what you like. And that for me is like, as a person who has ADHD, bitch, I like a lot of things. But I also gotta give myself credit though, because for the most part, when it comes to my music, I have a particular sound that I'm going for. And it's not necessarily a sound that everyone else has. It might be bits and pieces from other people, but it doesn't sound exactly the same. It's mine. And that also makes it hard, because when someone asks me, oh, what kind of music do you make? That's a loaded question, ma'am. That's a loaded question, sir. It is the truth. It's a very loaded question. It is absolutely a loaded question. But like, man, fuck. It's rock infused. I'm gonna say it's alternative. That's what I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna say it's alternative, and you listen to it, and if it make you feel some kind of way, great. If it don't, great too. Like, did you like it? That's all that matters. If you didn't, that's cool too. Everybody ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. I'm still gonna do what I do. I'll take constructive criticism. If a melody needs to be added, you need a top line bass to it, or something like along that line. If you got some mixing critiques that you want to give me, by all means, go for it. I will take it. But I say all that to say that I feel like I need to be putting myself out there more. But there's also a part of me that feels like I'm not interesting enough. Like, yes, I'm weird on my own, but like, why would someone watch me? Like, I think I'm interesting. I think I'm funny. But I also have this other side of me where like, I'm a little indifferent. And I know I can be indifferent. And sometimes I think maybe I might be an asshole. Just a little bit. You girls got some toxic traits, just like everybody does. I don't believe any single person is completely perfect. And I think I'm learning to understand what those traits are now. So it's literally learning all these new aspects of myself that I wasn't aware of. And also trying to like, all right, how does one have a life during quarantine? I don't fucking know. But like, we're doing it day by day. We're creating and relaxing at the same time, because as much as I used to overthink, as much as I did, oh my god, I realized that overthinking is not really productive. Because the problem was, I wasn't creating anything. So I'm just sitting here overthinking, listening to the thoughts, the millions of thoughts that are running through my brain every 2 seconds. Shit was the worst. But now I'm trying to pace myself, because I want to run full full speed ahead. Like, that's the way I used to be with things, just running full speed ahead to go do things. And then that should just not work out, and I get frustrated and I get upset because it didn't work out. But I feel like it worked out in the way it was supposed to work out, so who knows. And I'm also like beating myself up because I'm like, I've been single for such a long time. Like, I guess I didn't necessarily have to be single. I could have been out here getting some D, but you know, I chose not to because I wanted to kind of detox from some of the previous relationships that I've been in, learn more about myself. And the last thing I need to do is be getting dickmatized by somebody. Not that that's ever actually happened, but you know, it could. Definitely could. Also, like, I don't really trust people like that. So that's a whole other thing. I'm not going to say every guy is like that, but there are people. There are people in the world who are not the most honest. And I really don't trust people as it is. I'm getting better at that, so it's not as bad. It's more so, not so that I don't trust people, because I think at the time I didn't trust myself enough. Now I'm learning to trust myself more and to know better than to be out here in the streets. I thought about it. I have thought about it, but I'm not gonna do it because I feel better about myself. And pregnancy is a very real thing. STDs are a very real thing. And when it comes to my hygiene, my hygiene and sex, there ain't one. But when it comes to other people's hygiene and sex, I don't trust it. I'm picky. And that's okay. I can be a picky bitch when it comes to sex, and I'm going to be. Just know, whoever gets this, Nani. Whoever gets it. Listen, it's A1. She's been worked on diligently. So yeah. I guess for the most part, this video has been, about getting my life together. Financially, that was what I've been working on for the longest, and career-wise. And now it's just my personal life. I've been working on my mental, and now it's like, okay, how does my self-esteem line up with who I am today? How does my personality line up with who I am today? Have my morals and values changed here recently? Which, honestly, they haven't changed too much, but they've evolved. I'll say that. They've definitely evolved. Oh, and also working on putting myself out there. I gotta figure out what the best way for me, how this is going to work in the best way for me. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. How it's gonna work the best way for me. So yeah. If you've made it this far into this video, I just want to say thank you in advance. You fucking rock. You're the greatest. And until next time, my friends. Oh, yeah. Yet again, I've said it several times throughout this video. I am an artist as well outside of making these YouTube videos. I do cover videos as well. So if you go and subscribe and like this video, also make sure you go and stream all of my music. It's on all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, and any other streaming platforms you can think of. It is on there, ma'am, sir, they, them. Go listen. And thank you. Listen, beautifully magical people, stay blessed, okay?